What we see is not who we are. What we put out is who we are. Welcome back to another episode. Let's talk about this. So you know it's your girl Christine. Welcome to another episode. If you're just tuning with me for the first time, please like, comment, subscribe, share, and don't forget to hit that post notification button. Just like in my podcast, which is Broken Silence, Real Talk, I like to kick off each of my episodes with gratitude. So for me, today, I'm going to say I'm grateful for the two-letter word, no. If you know, you know, you know. Don't you know? No. I am starting to like that word. We have to get into a place where saying no doesn't mean that I'll disconnect from relationships, friendships, companionships, unions of all type of sorts. Saying no is healthy. It's not a negative thing, it's a positive thing. So for me, I'm going to say I'm grateful that I'm learning. I'm still not fully there yet, but I'm learning to say the word no. It's a full sentence, it's a statement, and it's positive, and it's healthy. If you want to leave what you're grateful for today, please leave a comment below, and I'll be sure to respond to you. In today's episode, we're going to talk about 9 to 5, entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, 9 to 5. Which one's for you? Do they work together? Do they work against each other? Are they in battle? I don't know. So for me, I have both. I work my 9 to 5 and I also am an entrepreneur. But it's not for everybody. There's a lot of entrepreneurs who don't even know that they're not entrepreneurs. They're still trying to figure it out. And in order to be an entrepreneur, the main thing that you have to have is discipline and routine. Routine and discipline. You have to have those two things. Because a lot of people, and I'm not lying to you, I was one of those people, like those 3-week weight loss challenges. If you can't stick to a weight loss challenge or anything for that matter for like 3 weeks, do you really have it in you to be an entrepreneur? Do you really have it in you? You have to change your mindset. There's this saying, once you change the way you feel, once you change the way you think, you change the way you feel. And that's what we really need to think about. Along with what we see is not who we are. I'll repeat that again. What we see is not who we are. What we put out is who we are. And as an entrepreneur, and a part of my entrepreneurship is I'm a motivational speaker. I was able to listen to other motivational speakers, talk to them, learn from them, take classes, and embrace who I was, because I was able to figure out that that was my passion. That was my dream. That was my goal. But a lot of people tend to be like, you know what? That's a quick money grab. Yay, I can do that too. That's easy. That's light work. I can do that. It's really not. It takes a lot of hard work and it takes a lot of discipline, and that's through routine. We cannot take on somebody else's truth and live it as our lie. Like, yeah, I can just be like, yo, that painting looks good. Doesn't mean that I can go paint it because I'm not a painter. And that's what we need to start. We need to start self-reflecting. We need to make a plan. First, get the goal. Make a plan. Make another plan if we need to for that same goal. And then we execute it. There's a difference between having the idea and making the idea happen. And what separates that is routine and discipline. And that's what a lot of people, we lack. We lack discipline. We lack routine. We lack the confidence. We lack the self-esteem. And that's because what we see, we've allowed to live in our comfort zone. And what we see it, we've allowed it to scare us. And if you notice, I said we allowed it to, because fear isn't real. Danger is real, but fear isn't. Don't get comfortable in living or being in something that you don't go after your dreams. Again, as I said, in my other video, I'm going to share my symbol that I have for my youth service. And I'll tell you before you see it what it means. It means I'm greater than the box that you tried to put me in. Or I'm greater than the box that I put myself in, because it's about us. It's about who we are. There's a lot of people that are in the 9 to 5 and they've allowed themselves to get comfortable and fear that they don't even want to touch entrepreneurship, but that's what they really want to do. Because they got comfortable with the salary, the benefits, the bi-weekly or weekly paychecks. They got comfortable with that. So they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that because then I'm going to, you know. But if you allow yourself to be scared, right, you're not going to do it. So if you want to accept the fear, take what ignites the fear or what you think the dangers are and checklist. Write them down and then make a checklist for each danger that you think is going to arise, like money, like benefits, like a stable income, whatever it may be. Knock them each down with a plan. Each danger that you think will arrive, you knock it down with a plan. So when the danger arrives, you already got the water to put it out. And that's what comes with being an entrepreneur, is sacrifice, change, choice, and more importantly, freedom. Freedom. A lot of people choose to be entrepreneurs for freedom. And when I say freedom, I mean to free themselves. We talk about, I'll touch a little bit about generational pain and generational curses, because I have a whole different perspective on that. But I'm gonna also say, I'm gonna elaborate a little bit today, but that's actually something that I really want to talk about in another video, but I'm still gonna talk to you guys about it today. So you have 2 videos for me. You got one about generational pain and curses, and the next one for my users. So stay tuned. For me, I'm gonna say, is breaking generational curses really real? Hey, I wanna know. If it's real, let me know your thoughts. If it's not, you're probably on the same, thought process of me. Because are we breaking a generational curse? Or are we allowing ourselves to be free? Generational curses, for me, is a pretty way of saying the lack of generational accountability. And the idea and the strength and the power that one finally has is, you know what, I'm not doing this no more. I don't want my kids to be involved in this anymore. I don't want my kids' kids to be involved in this anymore. Is it really a generational curse you're breaking? Or is it freedom and self-advocacy that you're now standing up for? And we're just using it as generational curses and generational pain. In my opinion, it's just a generational lack of accountability. Because just because they're our mom, our dad, our grandmother, our grandfather, doesn't mean that we can't hold them accountable. We can still be respectful and hold them accountable. It's about having those uncomfortable conversations. And that is the way that we free ourselves and free our children, is having those uncomfortable conversations. It's like taking that leap of faith from our 9-to-5 and stepping into our entrepreneurship. Are you really breaking that generational curse, or are you freeing yourself and being yourself and not allowing what happened in the past to impede on your life? Allow you to stop from walking into your purpose. Allowing you to walk into your passion, your journey. And as people say, stay in your lane, quote unquote. Hey, stay in your lane. But if there's another lane that you see that you can educate and you can educate yourself from and learn from, you go in that lane. You ask questions. You don't take over the lane, but you ask questions, you learn, and you go back to your lane. There's a difference between collaboration and competition, and we all need to come together and collaborate. And that's what entrepreneurship is. It's networking. It's coming together. It's standing in your own. It's believing in you. And a lot of people are scared to do that, but they've allowed themselves to be scared to do that because they're so comfortable with the 9-to-5. So again, I ask you, is 9-to-5 or entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship or 9-to-5? I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about entrepreneurship and 9-to-5? I know that with entrepreneurship, man, there's a lot of late nights, early mornings, late nights. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I am tired, but I know my limits. And that's another thing that we need to normalize, is knowing your limits. Sleep is important. Your grind will outgrind you if you don't put yourself first. If I don't make sure that I get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep, I'm sorry, I won't be able to function. I can't be able to deliver during speaking engagements. I won't be able to, read effectively. I won't even be able to have meetings effectively, much less put out content effectively if I am tired. So we have to understand our grind will outgrind us if we don't put ourselves first. And we have to stop normalizing the early bird gets the worm. The early bird does get the worm. But why do you think the early bird's always on time? Because the early bird was able to take care of themselves. They were able to meditate, get some sleep, exercise, eat, whatever they needed to do for themselves. And that's what we need to learn, is we need to normalize the fact that we need to take care of ourselves. And that is a big part of being an entrepreneur, is taking care of ourselves and are freeing ourselves and allowing ourselves to have the choice, the knowledge, the wisdom, the freedom. And if you guys want to know a little bit more about me, get my book, Hidden Truths, Broken Silence. It's available internationally. Some of the stores are Chapters, Indigo, Walmart, eBay, Barnes & Noble. As I said, it's international. This was another episode of Broken Silence. Let's talk about this. You already know it's your girl, Christine. I'll see you in my next episode. Stay tuned. Peace.